The date is July 25th, 1914. A tense silence hangs over Europe, but in the heart of the Balkans, the drums of war are beginning to beat. Just 2 days ago, the Austro-Hungarian Empire delivered a shocking ultimatum to Serbia. A list of 10 demands so harsh they were designed to be rejected, and reject them. Serbia did? Well, mostly. Imagine being in Belgrade on that day. The Serbian government, in a masterstroke of diplomacy, agreed to almost all of Austria's terms. They accepted 9 of the 10 demands, only refusing the one that would have allowed Austrian officials to conduct their own investigation on Serbian soil. Why? Because that would have been a complete violation of their sovereignty. It was like a foreign power demanding to send its own police force into your country to run an investigation. No independent nation would ever agree to that. But for Vienna, this single refusal was all the justification they needed. They had been looking for a reason to crush Serbia for years, and the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand was the perfect excuse. The Serbian reply, despite being incredibly accommodating, was dismissed as unsatisfactory. The Austro-Hungarian ambassador packed his bags and left Belgrade that very evening. The diplomatic ties were severed. For the Serbian people and their government, the writing was on the wall. They knew what was coming next. With the Austrian ambassador gone, a declaration of war was no longer a question of if, but when. So, what did they do? They didn't wait. On that same day, July 25th, the order was given. The Serbian army began to mobilize. Across the country, reservists were called up. Men left their farms and their shops, said goodbye to their families, and headed to their barracks. The nation, small but fierce, began to brace for the storm. They moved the capital from Belgrade, which was dangerously close to the Austrian border, further south to Niš. They were preparing for an invasion. This single act of mobilization was a critical moment. It was Serbia's defiant stand, a declaration that they would not be bullied into submission. They had tried diplomacy. They had conceded almost everything, but they would not surrender their independence. Little did they know, this mobilization, this preparation for a regional conflict, was about to trigger a chain reaction of alliances and ultimatums that would plunge the entire continent, and soon the world, into the Great War. The first shots had not yet been fired, but the path to World War I was now set in stone. Thanks for watching. If you found this piece of history interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from the past. See you in the next one.